What's going on, everybody? Back again, 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. Today, we're going to try to get a little something done out here in the garage. We want to button up the bottom end. We got all the gaskets for the oil pan, and now we're going to see if we can get this bottom end buttoned up. If I sound a little hoarse, it's probably because I am. First time coming to the channel, I'd like to say welcome. So, we're not going to keep you long, but we're going to try to bring a little something for you and see if we can get something done today. So, stick with me. As I always say, stick with me, and we're going to try to make something happen today. All right? All right. We'll be right back at you. All right, we back. As you can see, we have our oil pan all laid out, our gaskets laid in the position where they're going to be mounted. Just making sure everything is fitting in its right place before I start putting down the Permatex. I had some other Permatex former gasket that I've been using. This was the brown, and it works pretty good. Hard setting, fast drying. But I wanted to put something a little different on the oil pan itself. I wanted to go with the black. Motor being gray, and brown and gray really doesn't match up all that great because there's going to be a little bit of ooze, as I had a little ooze on the on the diamond cover. But I believe I'd rather have a little black ooze come out as far as around the bottom end, the oil pan. And so I decided to go ahead and pick up some ultra black gasket maker, oil resistant. And it specifies that it is for oil pans and timing covers. So we're going to use this on the oil pan. And the way I'm going to do this, what I was going to do, I was just going to put some on the pan and put the gasket on. But I'm going to do this a little different than the way I've done in other areas. I'm going to put some of this on the engine block and on the pan itself. You know, if I gotta take it back off, if I gotta do a little scraping, that's fine. But I want to make sure that I got this thing sealed. I don't want any leaks. I don't believe in having leaks. I'm down to this point. There's no reason why I should have a leak because of not applying enough sealant. So I want to make sure I got enough sealant, and we're just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna do it right the first time, so we don't have to go back and do it the second time. First, we're going to put our sealant on the engine, and for the rear seal, I'm going to put that in its place, and then we're going to put some sealant on the pan itself after I place these in the position that they're supposed to be put. If it seems as though I'm talking soft, maybe because I am. My voice doesn't really carry, so I'm going to try to speak up a little bit more so you can hear me. Sometimes my wife, she asks me, why am I mumbling? I don't know if I'm mumbling. I just talk soft at times. So if it sounds like I'm mumbling, I'm not mumbling. I just talk soft. So I'm going to try to bring my voice up a little bit more so you can hear me as I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open this Permatex up, and we're gonna see if we can't start applying it to the block. Yeah, I noticed in one of my videos that I had, I'm like, man, am I really talking that soft? So I thought I'd better see if I can bring my voice up a little bit. All right, let's see what we got here. Start off, we're gonna put it on the block and put a nice little seal. First, I'm gonna make sure I got this clean. I know it's clean, but I want to make sure that there's no oil on it because we were putting a lot of oil, a lot of engine lube on this as we were assembling it. So there is that possibility it does have a little bit of lube in the area where I want to place this gasket, or these gaskets. So we're going to wipe that off. All right, where's my help? Over here. All right. Okay. All right. Start here. Work all the way down. So it sounds like I'm mumbling again. Okay. What I am going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this seal in place as well. I'm going to put this on around here. Seal in place. Now, what I have noticed, it seems as though this seal is oversized, and I thought it was a little bit oversized. But as I looked at another video, their seals seem to be a little bit oversized as well. So I'm taking it that that's something that's normal. So I'm not going to cut it, and I'm not going to cut a section of it so that I can make it shorter. I'm just going to put it in here, seal it up real good, and go from there, because I don't want to cut it when I shouldn't cut it. Because I saw another individual doing the same thing, putting one of these on, and it seemed like that seal was a little long. But we're just going to make sure that we have enough gasket sealer so that it does seal. It's got to do its job. So we're definitely going to make sure that it has enough gasket sealer for it to seal. Matter of fact, I do want to put a little bit more in that area. That's where I ought to put it down in this thing. That's exactly where I'm going to put it. Considering this has these holes in it, I'm going to put it down inside of here. Because it has these holes, I'm going to fill those holes in with that sealant. That way I know it has enough. Okay. I will put it back down in here. Okay. Now to go back around this as I was doing, I was just going to spread a thin layer around on this. Just putting a nice little thin layer. Don't have to put a whole lot of it because it's already, you know, it's a gasket. It's a gasket maker. But we're already putting a gasket. This is just some help. This is just a little more reinforcement to prevent any leaks. So it's not like I'm using this to take the place of an actual gasket. I'm not doing that. Sure that we're putting enough in this area. Put in like so. Now we want to do the other side. Same way. Okay. Start back here. Y'all hear them crickets? That cricket over there just singing. That cricket is just making some noise. My wife was watching a video, well, she was listening to me as I was editing, and she heard that cricket, and she said, that thing would drive me crazy. That cricket doesn't bother me. That cricket is out there. He either trying to call a buddy, call a girlfriend, or he out there, he just singing to the Lord. I ain't mad at that cricket for singing, or whatever he's doing. I don't know what kind of call he got going on or what he's doing. But they all sound the same, I know that. They all make the same sound. He must have heard me talking about him. He stopped now. This one goes up here. Okay, once again, see, I'm gonna have to trim this edge just a hair so it will lay flat. All right. Make sure that we put plenty here. Actually, I'm going to put some down inside of here. This can only go on one real way because you got a bigger hole, you got a smaller hole, got a bigger piece of rubber here and a smaller piece, so it really can only go on one way. So you shouldn't have any problems getting it on the right direction. Now I am going to run the thin layer down this as well. And I will be putting some on that as well. So we will get this put in place. Pull that little rubber through. There it goes. As you pull it through, you'll definitely see it begin to ooze out. The other side. Now, put a little bit on the back. Okay. One more area I want to go around, and that's going to be around this front. On the top of this, make sure I got some in that corner. Make sure I got plenty. In this section here, this area. So when I get it on, she's on. Some may think that this is overkill. I'd rather have a little bit more than not enough. Some use that with the thought of carrying. Say it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. See, that's some philosophies with carrying concealed. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. see what we got. Like I said, some may think this is overkill. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run me a little thin coat down on this thing. It's gonna be a nice little thin coat. That's all. Okay. I believe that is thin enough of a coat. So we can get this thing set down on here. Okay, get my bolts. Let's get these bolts started down in here. I think I'd like them even better if they'd had little washers on them, some washers. I guess they don't need them. They're in the center. Alright, we don't want to tighten it down extremely too tight, but it looks as though it's definitely sealed in the areas where I wanted to see ooze. It is definitely sealed in those areas. I'm going to look and see if there is a spec for the torque of those bolts before I call it done. Let me look that up real quick. Oil pan bolt, 15 pounds. 15 pounds. Wow, that's not very much. I hope I haven't exceeded that. Okay, there's 20. There's 20, back 5. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Let's see what we got here. I hope I haven't exceeded that. Okay, 15. Start here. I guess not there yet, so we'll just creep up on it. I'm not going no further than that. I'm stopping right there. If I got to go back and tighten them up later on, I'll do so. But I'm gonna stop right there because I'm not looking to break no boat. Of course, it is definitely squeezing that out of there like it should. I got a brother sweating. So I think that I'm going to stop right there. All right. We're gonna call that a wrap. The book specifies torquing these down at 15 foot-pounds. Now, I'm a little bit, little leery on going all the way to 15. I can see that the gasket is definitely being squeezed. So I'm going to call it good there, where I'm at. And hopefully everything's okay. I really hate to break one of these boats off down in this block, trying to torque these little 5/16 20 thread bolts down in here at 15, not knowing. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like it is, and I may go back and I may re-torque them down later on. But as for now, I'm gonna let that settle just like it is, and I'm gonna call it good. So I want to thank you for coming to the channel and watching what little bit was done. But I think I'm gonna call that a wrap. All right. Now, in all my videos. With all that being said, 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. Peace out.